robots, coffee, romance, evil politicians. If you like any of these things, I hope you don't like the evil politicians, but you might want to check out The Humanoid. This is a 1985 OVA. It's a 45-minute movie, and I guess it actually got a limited theatrical release in Japan back in the day. I didn't know anything about this movie, but I decided to watch it based on a comment that piqued my interest. So the comment on the Grave of the Fireflies video I did. This comes from Omonohoshi. There are actually 2 anime that equals the saddest category for me, the one you are going to talk about, and one I will not ever watch again. And the second is The Humanoid. It might not be as sad, but it ranks up there. It is also an anime I will not ever watch again. So not a high recommendation here, but it piqued my interest. Is this really in the realms of Grave of the Fireflies? Is it such a sad movie? I had to check it out. Here's my non-spoiler review of The Humanoid. So the movie starts out with 2 guys in space. They've been in space for 90 days. They're back headed to this planet to get some R&R and see some friends and family. It's supposedly a peaceful planet, but as they are landing, they get attacked by a bunch of other ships. For some reason, they don't know why. But anyways, they make it back safely to their friends and family. We see that there's some sort of political drama going on. There's some sort of trouble that's headed toward the planet with the governor, and none of that's really clear right away. But one of the guys from the ship, his girlfriend is here, so they're going to see his girlfriend. And her father is actually this scientist, something of a scientist himself. And he's basically created this robot called Antoinette. She is able to basically feel emotions and things like a human would. She's programmed to kind of be moved by nature and be very caring towards the world around her. She's taken aback by all the beauty of nature, and she really cares about humans and all this. She can also kick some serious butt, so that's cool. By now, our protagonists are on their second cup of coffee. While all this is happening, we're seeing this evil governor of the planet emerge, and he has plans to dig up this ancient spaceship, which is the most powerful spaceship in the universe. But unfortunately, that could destroy the whole planet in the process. For his evil gains, he's trying to be the most powerful dude out there, and he doesn't care that he's going to blow up his beloved planet, right? So our protagonists somehow get tangled up in all this mess, and they need to put a stop to him. Of course, with the help of Antoinette, and it helps that they have a spaceship with guns, and that's the basic plot in a nutshell. What did I like about this? There are definitely some cool action scenes. You know, we see a bunch of robots with guns, laser guns, kind of attacking our protagonists, and we see them fighting back as well. There's spaceships flying around and shooting at each other. There's a lot going on sometimes. And then, of course, Antoinette, when she comes in, she's super cool, and she can, you know, beat up these other robots and shoot down bad guys and all that. So there's some definite exciting action scenes in here. The music is not too bad either. It's got those 80s rock vibes. Pretty good stuff. Voice acting was okay. Again, I watched the English dub, and usually I'm kind of a subtitle snob. That's my preference. But I found the dub on YouTube, and so that's what I watched. And yeah, it was just okay. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst, not by a long shot. The animation as well, I could say the same. The animation is just kind of okay, you know. It's that kind of mid-80s style. You can tell this wasn't probably a very high-budget film. The animation is nothing really too special. There are some cool designs, there are some cool scenes, like I say, some cool-looking stuff, but overall it's just kind of... The whole thing is a little janky, a little low budget feeling, but at the same time, there's kind of a charm to that. You know, I'm a fan of that in a way. I think 80s anime had a certain style that we just don't see anymore. You could say that about 90s anime as well, and early 2000s anime. It's just something of a bygone era, and it's fun to go back and look at that stuff, whether it be the higher quality, more impressive looking stuff, or just the more average, lower budget stuff. It all has a certain charm to it, and I enjoy seeing that. And I think a lot of people do too. You know, my biggest complaint about it though is, this is something I said about Lily Cat the other day too. That was an hour-long OVA, and I was like, it's too short. There just needed to be more. Even more so here. It's a 45-minute movie, you know, that's half as long as a normal theatrical movie would be. And it just felt rushed, and I didn't feel like I had the time to really sink my teeth into the stories or get involved with the characters. It just needed more time. It needed more time to kind of let the plot sink in. Everything just felt rushed because it was so short. Everything felt rushed. I feel like the story could have been told a lot better, and the characters could have had a lot more impact if we had more time with them. That's the bottom line. Going back to the comment about, this being a very sad movie, I can see that, but for me, I didn't really feel anything at the end. I mean, again, no spoilers here. The ending was a little sad, bittersweet ending. I don't think it was one of the sadder movies I've watched either, but part of it might have just been that I just didn't have enough time to really care about the characters or what was going on that much, And then my imagination kind of went on with it, being like, okay, well, maybe it doesn't have to be that sad. Why don't we just do this or that? And again, it's hard to talk about this without spoiling anything. For me, it wasn't that sad. Anything that the characters might have gone through, I just didn't feel that connection with them, really. All that being said, I'm glad I watched it. I don't regret it. Would I watch it again? Sure, why not? Except I have a huge backlog of other things I want to watch, but I mean, it was a pretty fun watch, and it was very short. 45 minutes, easy to watch through. Check it out on YouTube if you want. I'll put the link down below. I appreciate all these people uploading these old, forgotten animes, to be honest. I think that's really awesome. I hope they stay up because this is not stuff you can just easily find anywhere else. I think the DVD on Amazon is like $300 because it's so old and out of print and limited and just obscure. So to be able to watch something like this online, that's amazing. So anyways, yeah, The Humanoid. Check it out, guys. Let me know your thoughts if you've seen it. If you have any more recommendations, I still have a few titles I'm going through here from previous comments, stuff I'm in the process of watching and stuff I plan on. It helps me stay focused and directed because sometimes I'm overwhelmed by all the choices out there. I'm like, what do I talk about? What do I watch? I don't know. So I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, liking the videos. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I will see you very soon. Take care.